My son thought this light switch controlled the lights in this store. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's MadSandar here, doing my first Reddit video. Today we gonna review the subreddit r/kidsarestupid. The subreddit when we found dumb kids going wild and when babies know nothing. So without further ado, let's go boys. Enjoy the video. A little girl just came up to the ice cream truck and asked if she could buy ice cream with a blue rock she found. I am now one blue rock richer. Girl, 5 years old, thinks mom is alien from Men in Black. After seeing Planet on passport. What's product sold on just placebo effect? My kid was having trouble sleeping and asked if I had anything that could help her. I told her about melatonin and went to my car to get her some. Surprise, surprise. I returned and handed her a Tic Tac. The next day, she yelled at me because she went to sleep right away after taking it and couldn't wake up the next day. She was drowsy all day. My 2-year-old and 4-year-old have been communicating via walkie-talkie for 20 minutes. They're in the same room. The walkie-talkies have no batteries. Over. My son accidentally yesterday deleted my Breath of the Wild save because he wanted to watch me beat the game with only 3 hearts. He was trying to encourage me by starting a new game. He didn't realize it would delete my old one. I haven't played it since. He, 6 years old, was excited this morning to see his classmate who has been absent from school for weeks. The kid, guess what? I had COVID. My son, did you die from it? My youngest brother after my mom shouted at him for getting a detention. Do you know your dad's phone? I want to have my dad call him. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, we'll call you tonight. Anna, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to give that back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, wait, I brought my phone so we can play games on the bus. The bus driver won't let us. I'll make sure he doesn't notice. Me, I can hear you. Doorbell rings. Neighborhood boy, hey, can my daughter play? Me, she's at a friend's house. Boy, I know, I saw her. Me, so why do you ring my doorbell? He shrugs and leaves. So, there's a snake loose in my house cause my idiot brother decided to catch one, bring it home, and put it in a bucket without covering the top. Exhausted mum discovers son would only nod off if he's allowed to hug Aldi Melon. I thought she was playing nicely just until saw it. She ripped a floorboard. Couldn't film or photograph this for obvious reasons, but my grandmother recently died, and in the funeral, my little cousin decided to play with his toy cars in the coffin. My niece said I was going bald, so unprompted, she cut off a lock of her hair for me. I hope the scotch tape holds. I know there are no dumb questions, but what is the dumbest question someone has ever asked you? My son saw pictures of my 5th birthday party and asked why I didn't invite him. Life is super tough when you can't pick the book you want because you're sitting on it. So my 8-year-old cousin came to me in distress asking me if she's invited to my funeral. Anyway, how's your Saturday going? Mrs. Today Angel tried to sharpen his finger in his pencil sharpener. He cut his finger. Of course, we expect kids to be mature enough to use their materials properly. Please talk to him about this. Thank you, Miss Sue. My 7-year-old helped himself to a shopping spree while I slept. He's in deep trouble, pray for him. He asked me for a straw for his orange juice. Minutes later I remembered we didn't have orange juice, and go back to see this. School Bus Adventures Part 6. Do you have ADHD? No, my TV has HDMI. Brother, hey bus driver, guess what? We're poor. Sister, no we're not. Stop telling people that. Brother, okay we have a little money. I spy with my little eye something green. That paper, it's not green. Sorry, I'm colorblind. Then why are we playing this? Said by one student to another student's mom at the bus. Wow, you're ugly. A girl is heartbroken when she realizes she can't marry her dad because he's taken. I had to make a book in 4th grade that had a page representing every letter from A to Z. This was what I picked for U. USS Arizona lies at the bottom of Pearl Harbor after getting bombed on December 7, 1941. Do you want some lunch? I can make you something, or we could walk to the pizza shop. Yes. Okay. What are you hungry for? Lunch. Do you want peanut butter and jelly? Soup? Pizza? Yes please. Which one? Lunch. She starts crying out of frustration, so I just make her some of her favorite soup. Here, I made you chicken noodle. I wanted pizza. So 7 years old me went to sleep at my grandparents' home. For whatever reason I wanted to keep my grandpa's flashlight in my room, then 7 a.m. the next morning, I went to wake my grandparents with said flashlight. My grandpa, thinking I was a thief, pulled his old service pistol out of the drawer, not loaded of course, and pointed it at me. And realized that stupid me was standing there, smiling, with his flashlight. At least try to make it look more believable. Parent signature. Mom. Intellect. 7 years old repeatedly declared during a game of Yahtzee, I didn't get a Yahtzee, so I got a not Z, and we had to have a very unexpected talk. The toddler learned how to use the microwave. Fantasia, 2000. Currently, my toddler is crying because I won't let him hit me with the mop. Bus Adventures Part 2. My mommy says Target is a trap. You go there to get one shirt and you end up getting a new dress, a bikini, and some coffee mugs. I tell her she needs to stay on task, but she never listens. Bus driver, are you a giant? I am average height. My mom moved to Indiana to get a job, but instead she met my dad, and the rest is history. When I was in 1st grade, one worked as a detective, but I quit because nobody believed me. Are you a daddy? No, I'm not. So you're a mommy? Note, I am a man with no kids, but that message didn't quite get through to the child asking the questions. After my son, 4 years old, started school last month, he started having really reddish pink pee. After a few days of cutting out red foods, it continued, so we took him to the doctors. They tested it, found no blood or anything of major concern, and concluded it was likely dietary. A few days later he started to pee more of vibrant orange. That night he started to say his tummy hurt and that he had to poo. He ran to the toilet and pulled his pants down about halfway before spray shitting all over my toilet and walls. This spray shit was where we found the source of the issue. This kid had been eating crayons every day at school since he started, and he literally spray shit a rainbow all over my goddamn bathroom. Had a talk with him about it, problem solved, no more funky color pee or poop. Kid's a wild dude. When I was in 6th grade, there was this really pretty girl in my class. And with the kind of confidence that I could have only mustered in the 6th grade, I decided I was gonna try and flirt with her. Now, for context, my favorite food at the time was peanut butter. I loved the stuff. And so, in one brilliant moment, I asked her if she was made of peanut butter. Some kind of attempt at a compliment, comparing her to something I really liked. But what my 11-year-old brain failed to take into consideration was that she had brown skin. I still cringe when I think back on this. This kid walked in with a confidence most can only dream of, after his mom told him to go get a mask out the car. It was clean. When I was younger, I didn't know how people got the movies onto the VHS. But my hypothesis was it had to do with the name on the side. So I wrote the Cheetah Girls on a blank one, and sobbed when I couldn't get the Cheetah Girls to play on my VCR on a blank VHS. My son asked if the water in his cup from the Mexican restaurant was Mexican water. I told him to unroll it like tape. That's why it's called bubble tape. Today I learned I'm raising a monster. 7 years old Lego movie drawing. Tommy is playing a game in which he can score points each day. His scores for 4 days are shown in the table above. On which day did Tommy score the least point? Wednesday. Local news. Students are barking, acting like dogs at Northern Kentucky Middle School. That brings us to the end of this video. Since you reached this far, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. MadSandar logs out.